AUD USD. You can already see it's pushing. It's pushing down. I'm not too upset at myself. I didn't get in the trade because it's not in the actual area that I want to go to. You see, I want to come up to hit this last little point of resistance and then run. I mean, it kind of missed my entry by a little bit. Not kind of salty, not really too salty. It came like 5 pips away from my entry. I mean, it is what it is. Like, it is what it is. Remember, I did say I'm still bullish on AU, so I wouldn't be surprised if this is just a little pullback, just to go back up to get the sell that I actually want. The sell that I actually wanted, the sell that I wanted was right here at 70.30, and then for a fall. So I wouldn't be too surprised if we do see awkward. If we do see structure, do its thing, I'm just gonna let the trade do its thing. Come back up to my area, then cool. These eyes right here, usually I mark out these eyes for liquidity grabs. For a lot of smart money traders, you will see like this is resistance up here. It came back up to it. Later on in the day, market open today. I guess you can say with market open, it already opened directly past. It already opened directly past those highs. Today's the 5th. Well, it started up down here. This is when the market started. And then, like, within the next few hours, it already broke past the size. So, yeah, it is what it is. Like I say, I'm away from my setup. I'm not finna jump into a trade just because it looked nice. Everything that good is not gold. Let me just erase them real quick. Clean up my charts. Other than that, NU, I did sell NU, but I didn't sell AU. I mean, they do correlate. Like they're both in the same sector. You can trade them both for Asian session. They both kind of similarly correlate. If you see AUD going down, then you expect for New Zealand dollar to go down. Just like for the Euro pairs for London session. If you think that Euro USD is going up, then GBP USD is probably following along with it, or it's probably like falling behind or something like that. But just because one went for a sale, I would tend to go for the other one for a sale, but I'm gonna just leave it alone. It didn't come to my exact area of my point of interest. Then it's just a trade I missed. It's all good. It'll be other trades for other days. But I'm still keep a lookout for it. As far as for this area down here that I said I was gonna come back to, it never did come back to that area. So, like, that's why I'm saying I'm not tripping. It could definitely come back down to this area right here, pause for a little minute, and then actually continue the rest of the move up. So I'm still good for my buy. I'm not really tripping on the buy that I missed. Let me just go down the list. Bitcoin is real good. I don't really trade Bitcoin often. I only trade Bitcoin on the weekend when the market is closed. I only trade on a demo account just to pretty much like keep myself pretty like focused on the markets or focused on the moves. For Bitcoin, one thing I do notice, it always moves in zones. It always moves in forms of consolidation, and it takes out those players that's playing in that consolidation. You can see right here, this is market consolidation because you see just nothing but a sideways movement. You had a nice little spike up, but for the most part, it was just a sideways movement, and then it broke out to the downside. And I mean, it kept doing that the whole time. Consolidation, spike, consolidation, spike, consolidation, spike, and it keeps doing it over and over and over again. I don't really trade Bitcoin too much to understand how it moves, but I do know that it does move in a series of spikes. Let's say right here, this is consolidation, and this is like a part of that consolidation where they spiked below, and then they came right here and they spiked all the way down, brought price down about like 300 points. So my prediction that I'm actually sitting in right now on a demo account. You see this zone right here, nice little area, and then you got this consolidation up top. With the market being closed, I was actually bullish on Bitcoin, just due to a fundamental standpoint. I'm always bullish on Bitcoin. I do think that Bitcoin is definitely going to like play a big role in the future, like when it comes to everything. You see like Bitcoin machines, Bitcoin ATMs, a lot of people like trading and buying Bitcoin, stuff like that. So I had a buy limit 89.7. So it said like right here. Had a buy limit set, and currently I'm up right. I'm all the way up right now. I just held it. I don't even know how much I'm up. I just took a trade on demo account. I put like a small little lot size on it, and I'm just letting it ride right now. So it should be doing some pretty good numbers. But these spikes are like really crazy. These are really crazy spikes because you could have been in this consolidation again. Could have cut the spike up. Me personally, I like to set a lot of limits. Every time I set a limit for this type of trade for Bitcoin, it always pays out. But you just have to make sure that your limit is in a good place. DXY, don't really got nothing. I got other stuff on other charts too. EA. Shout out to Miss Marche. She wanted to know about EA, so all I did, I just marked it up real quick. This wasn't even the pair that I was paying attention to for the week, but just by looking at it, it looks real good. It follows along with my ideal setup. So this is gonna be a part 2 from where I was talking last time. Phone on 17%. I'm good. Okay, so we got this high. We got this big move up. And make this bold. We got this big move up, big move down, big move up. So automatically we're playing in a range from here all the way to up here. All right, this is the 4-hour low. Hold on. I don't got a 4-hour low. All right, let's do the aqua then. So that will be my 4-hour low. And then I'm going to come up here and I'm going to say this is my 4-hour high within this range. Make this green. All right, so I got my high and I got my low. And this is a big move up. So understanding that everything in this area is a pullback. Plus the way that it lines up perfectly with market structure. I drew my fib out. You see, like right here in this 88% level is where I have my big move up. 2 reasons on why I have it right there at the area. This manipulation candle right here. I would like to see it like at least come back to the top of that candle. But when I went into the 1-hour chart on this same area where that candle was, okay, boom. I actually see a lot of action down here in EA. So down here in this area, you got this last down candle before the aggressive up move, and you got this little order block play right here. If I draw a ray out from this order block, you see how it came right back to it and it ran. So it's definitely a valid order block. But price never came back down to this actual level down here. I'm actually gonna move my buy zone down right there. And I'm gonna make sure I mark off that little area too. And remember, I drew this circle out. So this tells me, I just drew it out for memories. That just tells me that this is the last low before we made an aggressive move up right here. Also, another thing, this green candle next to it, this little aqua green candle, you can see the imbalance on the inside of that candle. Imbalance would be a sign that there is no there's only buyers or there's only sellers. In the foreign exchange market, you need to have like an equal amount of buyers and sellers or a relative equal amount. So when you see like a very aggressive push up like that and you see space, I'm gonna show you exactly what the space is. And the space is between these wicks. This wick before the candle and this wick after the candle. So I'm gonna draw a box out from here to here. And then this is an imbalance, so I'm just gonna put gaps. And I want to drag it all the way back to the right. So assuming that area looks very nice, it's got an order block that play very nice out of it. It's got this gap all the way down here at the bottom, and it's at 88% of the area. I just wouldn't be surprised if it comes all the way down to the 88%, and then it takes off to the upside. I'm assuming it's right here, but I'm just gonna leave it for here. Like for the most part, I see my area where I want to get into. So, and this is how I'm looking at the market from now on. Like I used the strategy yesterday, and it's already have made my trading way better, like psychology wise. Yesterday I mentioned market fatigue. Market fatigue is like just being tired in the market, and I've actually been I've been practicing trading all weekend. I've been marking up charts all week. And I see that I don't have to always be in the trade every single time. I don't need to be in the trade every single time. What was that? I know I ain't tripping. I swear I thought I heard something. Well, I need to go to sleep. But anyway, so down here in this area, like I don't need to pretty much like keep looking at the charts all the time because I have my area set. So all I have to do is understand that once it gets into this area, I just need to drop down to a lower time frame, like the 15-minute or the 5-minute, and then we can start looking to see what we're gonna do next. For this trade, I'm actually gonna take it exactly right here because we technically are in a downtrend. So price could come down here. Price could definitely come down here, and it probably could just disrespect this whole trade and just keep going down south. I mean, if it do, then it is what it is. I'm really not even tripping because I kind of just marked this up. See, you see, like on the daily chart, we've been going down the whole time. But for one main reason that I said we was going up, if I was to draw like a supply demand zone or support and resistance zone right here at the bottom, then you see like how much rejection it actually is. So I'm gonna actually trash this real quick. I'm gonna throw it back before I get off. Okay, so I draw my zone out down right here, and this is a daily zone, so it's a lot. Like it's a lot of pips within the zone. Support resistance. Notice how every time we get like a drop in, we take off and go out. Drop in, take off and go out. Sometimes it might not be aggressive. Take off and go out. Come in, take off and go out. We come in, tap it, take off and go up. And we took off to the upside. Just for us to come right back down to the area we just left from. But we are still in a very nice downtrend. From here we're in the uptrend on the daily, because you see we've been going up the whole time. All of this move was just like a big move up. With this being a nice little zone, anything can happen. Like you just have to have a good guess. and just, you know, if you're wrong in the market, then but just accept you're wrong. If you don't have a big if you don't have a big risk management problem, then you should be good. Let's go up. So it could come down to this area and then take off to the upside, or you could do like a little, you know, market structure, go up, down, up, down, up, down, or it could just break to the downside, retest structure, and then take off to the downside. So anything can happen. It's really just about like just being ready for what could happen. So for me, I'm not too sure what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna be ready for this buy that I got set up. And then, you know, this is why it's good to work in a team. Shout out to Marche. She does have the sell, like she got the sell idea already set. So her sell idea, I think, is right here off of this candle. I believe it's right off this candle. If not, it's probably somewhere right here. So with me, I can just take this trade. Damn, like 50 pips. Nah, I'm not gonna take 50 pips. If anything, like I'm gonna wait for it to get down here to this gap. I would love to see it like tap that gap or like fill it or something like that. And then I can move my stop loss even more. The whole goal of everything is to minimize the stop loss. That's the main goal. If you minimize the stop loss, you can have a better take profit chance. So this is risking 60 pips for 100 pips, and then once it comes back to this area, this is an area where we have potential sell too. So I'm really just gonna take it right to the area and just leave it as that. So that's EA. EA look real good. EJ. I don't got nothing for EJ. For EJ, I got this little market structure thing that I gotta go over, but I'm gonna make a video on that later on. I don't have to worry about EJ. EU, what it do? EU, what it do? Let me go to the other chart. If it load up, it should load up. Hold on, give me a minute. Internet acting real funny right now. Ouch. Come on, man. Come on. Boy, I can't wait till I make it. I'm gonna buy a new router. I'm gonna buy a new laptop, a new phone, or a whole kit, everything. Because the service is trash. The service is trash can. All right. Euro USD finally. Euro USD. I'm actually watching this like right now as we speak. If it does tap into my sell area, I'm going in. I might not go in right then and there. I'm gonna watch structure when it gets into the area and just see how it goes. But I'm gonna send it out to the team, like everybody, you know, sell Euro USD, and then we're just gonna see how it rock. There was like a little buy moment, a buy situation sitting down right here, but it never came down to this area. This is if it was a buy, this definitely would have been the area that I would have been looking at. The last down counter for the up move. Smart money and structure. Smart money and structure. Damn, excuse me. I just ate. I ate some. I just ate some noodles, some chips, burp and shit. All right, so the buy was down here, but the buy was actually to go up here to sell anyways. So I wouldn't. Anything can happen. Like I'm just always give my estimated guess, but I don't think that since it's so close to this area, like I definitely don't think that it's gonna come down to go up to come all the way back down. The banks do need to sell to buy to sell, but that's such big momentum that you have to do to go all the way down here for a buy, just to go all the way back up, just to go all the way down again. But at the same time, if it follows structure, like be ready for anything. That's why I always give examples. But for my example right here, I'm waiting for this. I'm waiting for the sell area to get hit. Plus, I got the eye in the middle. That's liquidity for all the smart money traders. Like obvious double top. Like obvious double top. Double tops are cool if you're a smart money trader. So I'm gonna just let it get in this area and just see how it play out. You see this green count. You see this green line is all the way up here to that high. I don't want to risk too much. I think I got like a 25 pip stop loss on this trade, which really ain't bad at all. As far as for where I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna use the same risk management theory that I came with yesterday. I think I talked about it yesterday. And I'm gonna use multiple 0.01s instead of just using a very big lot size. Because if you got a very big lot size and it goes up and hits your stop loss, so we got 31 pips Euro USD. Do it on a let's just say a 0.1, and this is USD. So if it hits stop loss, you're gonna lose $31, obviously. Now, if you did 10 0.01s, that's the same as $31. So it's the same thing. It's just that I'm thinking of it as if like I'm live in the market. So if I'm live in the market, on the 1 hour, this is like a lot. This is not too much space. But when you actually look at it on the 5 minute, then that's a lot of time for you to like really be in this area. Especially if it doesn't just wick this area and run, then that'll be nice. Like it'll probably like come into this area, play around 4 weeks in. So the strategy that I'm trying to use, that I kind of been using tonight, I'm gonna have a sell limit set like right here at a 0.01, and then as it goes higher and higher, I'll just add more positions and more 0.01s, and then when it finally takes off, then I'll actually be up. It'll probably be a while before I'm up, but another idea. Let's say I take 10 0.01s, so I'm still risking $31. But they all won't have the same stop loss because I'm getting in at different times. So assume like this area from here, from the sell limit to the actual stop, if it hits the stop loss, that's I'm losing 31 pips. But let's say it goes higher, like a little bit higher in my sell zone, and I get in again, then I'm gonna be risking I'm gonna risk 22 pips. Then I get in again right here, and I'm risking 14 pips. They'll all be at 0.01s. It'll all be the same. It's just that now, instead of me like instead of me putting in a 0.1 and I risk 31 pips, I'm risking 31 pips. I guess you can say I'm risking 31 pips on like smaller lots. Gotta plug in the phone. Phone always dying. I need to invest in a charger case. All right. Hopefully y'all can still hear me. Remember, I treat this as a call. It might sound like I'm talking to myself. I'm treating this as a call. So that's all I got for EU though. As far as for the lows, I'm just gonna keep watching. Really, just keep my eye on it, because I do want to take it down here. That same thing with the 0.01 trick. Like when you close out positions, I can close out some positions right here at this low. It's another low right here that I want to get broken. Close out more positions to get right here. Close out another one. You might see like a little pullback action every so often. somewhere in this area, close our positions. By this time, my stop loss should have been at break even. So even if we come down here and we start going up, I'm gonna be closing our positions in profit. So I'm still gonna still win at the end of the day. Might not get the very, very big move that I want, but I'm still gonna catch a move. Plus, being on the calls lately, I kind of see that we actually might want to start going to the upside for Euro USD. The way we just been pushing up, we've been going down this whole time. But remember, follow general market structure, we still never came back to this actual zone of the 71888% area. Draw it out like here. Yeah, we still never came back up here. And technically, everybody playing in that 618 area wouldn't be surprised, and this is a weekly chart, wouldn't be surprised if we see a little down pressure, then a little up move, play around the 618, and then take off to the upside again. But this is a weekly chart, very, 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 very long term. When I say very long term, probably 2 years or 3 years or something like that. So like I said, just for the most part, just play how I played. I see this little area down here that I would like to see to come back to. But, just see what it do. GU. I do got something on GU, but not just yet. NUD USD. NUD USD. My bad, I keep hopping around. I got charts on different charts. EU. Well, I be missing markups. I got GU somewhere. I was real unorganized. I was not ready for the day at all. All right. GU. Shout out to Kirko, the master trader, for real. This markup actually came from his outlook call, his trade idea. Usually when he give out the trade ideas, follow the leader. If he got some trades for the week, if that's what he's looking at, then that's what I'm looking at. I got a tab actually for the actual dates. When the market outlook comes on Sunday, I'm heavy on the market outlook call. I'm getting all the trades I need so that way I can have a good prediction. If my prediction and his predictions line up, then I'm going in on the trade. If they don't, then I can still go in on the trade. I just got to make sure all my confluences match. I think up here, this red zone, it must be imbalance. This must be imbalance on the 4 hour. Assuming at this yellow line, this is 50% of that imbalance, which you got his entry at right there. This is this. It says 52 pips, but I'll minimize it when I look at the trade when it actually gets into my area. But I got it twice because I do want to come back into this area, but I want one take profit to come down here to fill in this actual imbalance, and the other take profit is to come down here where there's more liquidity to the downside. I didn't even mark this up, but if I was to mark it up, this would probably be the same thing that I would have seen. Yeah, you can see this imbalance right here. Wicks, no wicks. You see the wick on the white candle, and then technically this is like a small little wick right here. Yeah, technically you can't really see it. Very, very small little wick. So in between that area, that's an imbalance. He measured out the imbalance 50%. This black line that I have right here, nice support and resistance line, very strong support and resistance line. You see right here, last up counter for the down move. Definitely see it coming somewhere in that area. And just look at the sell. Like, that's why I'm saying, like, wait for the move. Like, this sell is about 200 pips. And then this sell is about 320 pips. Boom. By GBP Chef. Here, just dropped it in the chat. GBP Chef. Okay. I'm going to press to buy because I like this. Y'all can't really see it. Y'all can't even see my screen right now. Matter of fact, let me just go to it right now so everybody can see. GBP Chef. Okay. Come on. All right. 15-minute. This is actually taking a trade. Like, this is me taking a trade right now. But I'm taking it because Harry actually called it out. Oh, definitely look good for a buy. Go down to the 5-minute. You see the RSI at the bottom? The RSI is just a measurement of how strong and how big prices actually moving. I didn't press buy yet. I'm actually like, I'll give it some time to see if you want to keep going down before I get in. Stop loss 17367. $17367. 25 pip stop loss. Where are we taking this to? Oh my goodness, bro. Like, this phone is so slow. 8880. To the roof. All right, so we buying that up for about like 100 pips. So can I? No, I ain't gonna do it like that. I'm gonna just take it real quick from here. All right, I bought it. They also dropped another trade saying buy Euro USD. And remember, I was trying to sell Euro USD right here. It wasn't this one. It was another chart. The charts are so messy right now, but I'm not even tripping about the mess. I'll buy Euro USD. Why not? You know, we all traders. Oh yeah, my NZDs is my NZDs are 15 pips right now, boy. Hey, hey, boy. 12669 for Euro USD. So I'm gonna go to Euro USD. 12669. 69. And yes, like the buy that they just called out, it is kind of incongruent with the sale that I want for Euro USD, which is on my advanced chart. Bro, my phone is, oh, there you go. Okay. The TP is 13115. So 13115, 13115 would be right here. As soon as TP1 is smacked, I'm going in for a sale. Like, I'm going in for a sale. I'm going in for a sale. But right now, we're in the buy. I'm actually finna buy it again and just like take it up like 20 pips, like 20 pips and dip. So let me get the text. Let me get the text out real quick because I gotta label this so I can see. Buy Euro USD 12669. We're taking it up to 13115. Well, I'm taking it up to 13115. I think if you hold, that'll actually be another 100 pips that'll be going towards, which will be cool. That'll be live, but I'm taking it down, so I'm just gonna stay in my, stay in my trade. I won't going down. Let me put this in real quick. Well, I am up right now. Like, man, I'm up right now. Finna show y'all where I'm up at too. 12669 13115, and we're buying it. Taking it to the upside, and just I'm gonna just let it do. Let's just let it do what it do. Really, you know what? No, I'm not even gonna take a trade again. Proper risk management, because I was about to like take a bunch of trades, and I don't need to like overcrowd my MetaTrader with a bunch of trades, especially like the ones I'm overcrowding in. I'm overcrowding my trades in. The trades I'm overcrowding my MetaTrader with are the ones that I'm really confident in, like these. And like, let's say like we got any other ones that we got coming out. Like I can't even like really tell like where the buy is going. And in all honesty, I'm not even gonna look and tell like it's a trade. Like the same way I'm taking my time for these trades, they taking their time for these trades too. So, just have faith. How did I even get back? How did I even get all the way back though? I swear I was on GBP. Hey, all right, so yeah, for GU, just wanted to come down. Like I say, I'm not really gonna worry about it. Once I get into my area, then we'll take a look at it. NZD USD. This is why I kept saying I'm up 15,000 times, because I'm up. I'm up. I'm up. I'm up. I am up on NU. Matter of fact, we up on NU. And I ain't finna tell everybody put their stop loss to break even until I see fit. Like, we up 15 pips right now. I'm gonna hit them in a little bit when they get up to 20 pips and tell them go ahead, y'all, change it, do your thing. Where's my NU? There we go. So NU, I'm not too sure if I went over yesterday, but for NU, we've been in this little zone for a little minute. We've been in this little consolidation area, and I know for AU, I said I was bullish because it had barely just broke a nice level of support. Now for NU, we haven't really did the same. I'm more confluent on the sell for NU than I am for AU. If you want to draw the field, getting the practice, then I got to practice being on the calls a lot more too, because me being on the calls means that I have to like come sharp. Like, how you gonna be a teacher and you not like prepared yourself? So that's why like I do these calls to make sure I stay sharp. Right now we playing in the 718, 88% area. I definitely would be surprised if I see NU just keep going down. I didn't keep going down, just keep going up. Like I said, I don't worry about that. I worry about the move that I see ahead. And this move look good. Like on the 4 hour, we got imbalance over to the left. Again, imbalance is a gap. You see this gap right here. This green dotted line is a very strong level of support and resistance. You got up right here. You got support at the bottom, spike. Support at the bottom, spike. Support at the bottom, spike. So we're taking liquidity to the downside to move up. This area is a very strong like area of support and resistance on the daily. So that's why I wasn't too surprised if we came up to this area and we had a strong rejection. Plus, I did it last time on the call. We draw the field. That area that I wanted to go to was right in the 88%, and it came right to the 88% and left. Currently still going down. See the drawdown. Like they see the trade, but do you see the drawdown? Like, what drawdown? Like, man, we went up in here and we turned right around. And we've been going down ever since, man. We've been going down ever since. I think we down there about down 60 pips, up 20 pips right now. I'm gonna go ahead and tell them to move their stop loss to break even. Yes, I did it. That's what I'm talking about. That's how you call a trade. Boy, that's how you call a trade. As soon as it hit that area, I'm talking about, man, I didn't even put my sell shit first. I just told everybody, hey, sell NZD USD. As soon as I sold it, played around that area for a little bit, and then it just took off. Like you don't want to trade. Like, what? You don't want to trade. You ain't got to trade. At least take the signals or something. Come on now. Look, came up to this area. That's when I first said sell. And this is the 1 minute chart. So every candle is 1 minute. Hold on. Man, I got a bad habit of I need to spend more time on TradingView, trying to get the hang of everything. All right, so we got your move. Every candle is like a minute, so this is 1 minute. You see, this took about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. I don't even know. It took about 10 minutes for it to come to this area to actually run. Now, in my perspective, you can't really see, but this sell zone is this little brown zone in the background. So I was waiting for a little minute to pull the trigger. And once it passed that yellow line, phew, hey, pull that trigger, buddy. So just let it ride, just do what it do. When you say move your stop loss to break even, I'm gonna just say this because I didn't know this for the longest when I was trading. Move your stop loss to break even just means this. You move your stop loss in, so that way you move your stop loss into profit. Or move your stop loss to your entry point. So that way, if the trade does come back and turn around, at least you didn't lose anything. So I'm in some nice sales on AU. I'm gonna just keep letting them rock, just keep letting them do their thing. SPX. This is way more advanced. I'm not really gonna go over it. I'm not gonna run through it. I don't have no SPX. USD CAD. USD CAD. I'm waiting for a nice buy. I wanted to come down to this area. I think this is on the 4 hour. On the daily, it's a nice little manipulation candle. Remember, I've already said I missed my sell. It had just wicked the area, and then it took off to the downside. No trip. Definitely want that buy up. We got CAD news Friday, so we'll see how that look. USD Chef. USD Chef is 20 pips away from the entry that I want. And actually, shout out to Trey, Coffee and Pips gang. The trade I did came from him, 94,049. Told you I've been in this trade thing for a minute for me to know the numbers off my head. 94,049 is my entry, and right now we're at 94.2. I had a sell limit set. It didn't actually come to the area. It was nice though. It played very, very nice. It was almost at the area. It just didn't make it yet. But we made nice highs too. From a smart money perspective, we can say let's see. Let's go in. Let's get real surgical with it. If you want to be technical, it kind of ran these highs. Very tiny trade line. You throw it like right here. It just ran them highs, and then it just kind of ran and took off to the downside. I wouldn't be surprised to see it come back up, but I'm not looking. I'm honestly not looking for the sell no more because this sell was actually the sell down for me to buy it back up. And when buying it back up, I want to come into this area. This is about 70 pip trade, but price about 20 pips from entry. I'm not really gonna worry about it right now. We got New York session in the morning. That's a trade that could happen for New York. It's still Monday too, so I'm not gonna really like worry about it like that. I'm just gonna like just check it out, see how it look in the morning. UJ, a lot of potential opportunities for UJ. Definitely want to come down to this area and take off to the upside. That's an imbalance on the 4 hour. Go back. This is imbalance on the 4 hour. Very close to this nice little area of support. And then once we came down to this area, consolidated a little bit, break up, came down, smaller retest, break up, break up, came down, smaller retest. You can kind of sort of like say it's liquidity right here. Really, I wouldn't even say liquidity. You can say a gap. I've been talking about gaps down this whole call. I see it from here to here. That's a nice little gap. And it kind of like already touched it a little bit. Kind of already just tipped it just a little bit. And then it already ran. Like I said, I don't really try to worry about the moves that I missed. Just try to catch the moves that you can get. So this little down move all the way up, that move is about like 200 pips. So that's something definitely like worth watching, definitely worth looking out for. I had been on call for an hour. I got a good time. So for UJ, put this here. This is the 4 hours, 4 hour. Nice little gap right here on the 4 hour. Very, very huge aggressive gap. Is what I want to come back to. Now, same thing for UJ right here. That same gap is right here. Right in this little area. And you want to come back to this gap and then take off to the downside. And I had this trade already set before I even had this one ready. So, check it up, buy it back down. How far is he going to go? I don't know. I want my 300, 200 pips, however far I go. And, I mean, that's pretty much it. USD Turkish. This is just something I'm just looking at. Me and another great trader. We was just talking about looking into it. He was saying that he was looking for a sale, and I was like, yeah, that sale could be cool, but I'm actually looking for if it does look for a sale, like I'm just gonna trade it with him because it's like an exotic pair. Or I might I should send it out to a team. Why not? But I would like for it to come somewhere in this area with that block right there, and then start seeing the sale. But with so much consolidation right here, like I never seen the pair really just like come up and consolidate for so long. So this is strong, like significant structure. Just using this as a tutorial, you can watch it come down. Definitely expect it to stop in that area and then maybe break. I always look for a break and retest. Gold is also a different beast, kind of like SPX. I'm not gonna really get into gold. And leave that there. So go to my other list. There's U-Chef. Yeah, the U-Chef is what I had earlier. 5320. That's actually like this is the list that I use for the Outlook calls. I just couldn't change the name yet because I had the pro plan for TradingView, but like when I really thought about it, why have the pro plan when I can actually just make it work with what I got going on right now? The only thing I need the pro plan for are for alerts, but yeah, do what you gotta do, man. Do what you gotta do. I wanted to come back. We actually wanted to come back to this 88% area, and you see it kind of like just directly disrespected it, but it's all good. I don't really trade US 30 like that, just along with SPX, just along with all those other indices. Really just take it easy. AN, I want to see what AN is actually doing. I've been having battles with AN for sales. I've been trying to sell AN for the longest. And every time I try to sell it, like something just tells me like this is not the right time to be trying to sell AN. That ain't it. I had to hurry up. I got to get back to my charts, my trades. Nah, let me stop. They doing anything. Okay. AN. I didn't really have AN marked up. I wanted to sell. This buy would have been like a short-term buy, but that was about it. I guess right now I'm seeing it come back. It looked like I'm sure it's in a pullback, and I had a lot of lows that I wanted to break, like a lot of lows, a lot of lows. But let's just see how it go. I'm not really tripping about AN right now. I got a bunch of other trades that I got set up. Cash Chef is already set up, already ready to rock. This was marked off along with Cash Chef, I think. I forgot the interest that I had for it. It's not on this chart. It's on a different chart, but I'm not gonna worry about it. AN and GN. Easy news, good news. So AN and GN, I marked this off while I was actually walking around in the mall with my homeboys just on TradingView. And we see this nice little downtrend. This little area right here is, I think this is a daily or a weekly level of support. So once it dips down into this area, there should be like a nice little buy up right now because it's in the 88% area. But the way that it kind of like, it hasn't took off just yet. Like my thing with trading, especially like with smart money trades, you like to see like a direct like impulse and a direct like how we seen on NU. As soon as it hit in the area, it took off and ran. This one didn't do it as much. You see, it kind of came in here, and this is the 4 hour chart. So it's kind of just been like stagnant in this little area for about 4 hours. It hasn't like really done anything. So with that being said, that's not a smart money like play. It's not an institutionalized play. It's just a regular like, it's just them really just collecting orders for accumulation. Draw this is purple, and then we're gonna go in. We're gonna look at it. So now you look at it, you see this is just straight consolidation. So many wicks down here to the bottom, and these wicks look so. These wicks look so attractive, like because this is telling me that it came down to this area every time, and it got rejected every single time. Like price is not staying. Price is not staying. It's not holding at all. Well, it's holding, but that's a sign that it's going to break soon. So me personally, I would love to see that break. 88% of the daily field. So once it hits that area, it could start taking off and going the other way. We got a lot of space in that 88% area. So I'll definitely be looking for buys once it gets down to this area. This is a gap within the buy zone. So even if you get like a small little push up, probably like a push down here, then a big push up to the upside. That's just my prediction. GN is the exact same thing because remember EN and GN, they kind of move similar to each other. Big push up, except for this one, I'm anticipating the sell down for the buy up instead of just the buy. When we draw out the 88, when we draw out the upfield from the low to the high, Well, this is actually invalid now because you see it broke the law. It didn't like really respect like that. So what I mean by invalid, like this area, this field is like it's down here now. So it still plays around in the area. I could definitely still see it coming back up and coming back down. But usually when I see a breaks of my areas that I have already marked off and set, I always like change my whole bias. Like GN, actually you can. No, I'm not even gonna throw it in the trash. I'm not gonna throw it in the trash. I'm not gonna throw it in the trash because these zones. This is a support and resistance zone that I drew out on the weekly. And again, the same thing, especially like when you draw it on a high time frame, you see like the rejection within it. This rejection, it's kind of funny, but you can still kind of see it a little bit. So this rejected like both sides, like so it came right into it, but it kind of pushed right through. Like it didn't stop and pause for a little minute. It just came and said, "Hey," and bye. You see, it came down. This yellow candle shows some type of rejection, which it did. It passed straight through again. Kind of halted, passed straight through again. When it came to it, fell. Small little pullback, came through it, consolidated, fell. Maybe it's on the weekly. If I drew it on the weekly, I knew it would probably look way better. But I mean, it's all good. And this really tells you that it's a nice little zone just because of this long week that pushed in and then it just ran. So not really too sure about GN, honestly. I'm gonna just trash it because I'm not really too sure about GN. I'm not gonna force nothing that I can see. I got an AUD CAD, but my markup is not on the chart. Where is my AUD CAD? Oh, sir. AUD CAD and then NJ, and then I'm done. Damn, I didn't talk for. I was supposed to be sleeping. Shit. All right. So this zone, I got in this one only because I think I marked it up the other night, and it was just looking it was looking pretty decent. So these burgundies, these little brown zones, those are like daily, weekly support resistance zones. You see every time it came, you see every time it touched these areas, it has a lot of wicks. So it's showing a nice amount of rejection in it. Go down to the 4 hour. The 4 hour, you can see the rejection a little more. Every time you came into it, wick. This was the only time that it actually like stayed in, and it's actually pushing up. I had a sell on it. It's been pushing up for a little minute. If it don't give me the sell, then it don't give me the sell. It's all good. No trip. Yes, sir. NZDJPY. This is another trade that I got in. And I actually got in because somebody sent it on a harmonic as a harmonic scanner trade. But I just took it and I just edited just to see what the scanner may see and then what I may see with it too. I think the entry point was right here at this blue line for the harmonic scanner. But I didn't get in right here at the blue line. I got in like right here at this aqua line. This aqua line, if I go back, I don't think it's on here. I think it's on the 1 hour. Yeah, it's on the 1 hour. This aqua line has a order block OB, order block. So it came right back to this order block. And as soon as it came back to the order block, we got like a nice little rejection. And that's the rejection that we see right now. So yeah, right here in this baby blue candle, I'm pretty much up right now. Right now I'm up 20 pips. Well, I didn't send this trade. I actually took it on my own. I'm not gonna lie. I actually did drop it in chart talk. So some people took it in chart talk. That'll be cool. But I didn't call it right then and there. That's one of them trades that I got in with a .01. So no trip. But this one though, this NZD, ooh wee, hey, this NZD going off. NZD going off. What is EU doing? EU look like it didn't really do anything yet. Not really tripping. But this NZD, ooh. Hold on. It's still doing this thing. So just have patience. Just let it do what it do. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I really just ran through my whole outlook, and I just got like prep for London. I just got all my trades ready, so I'm all good. I got USD Chef, Cash Chef, and EU. I'm gonna look at for New York, but for the most part, I'm done. Like I did a mean run through of all my trades. This one definitely getting posted on YouTube, but yeah, that's about it, y'all. Happy trading, happy investing. Stay sharp. Keep doing what you got to do. If you stay persistent, it's gonna pay off. Like for real, for real.